Girl, you got to Google your husband. Why don't you just ask him? You know why she can't just ask him? Because I don't think she trusts what he says. She would have just stopped that I have a boyfriend. She had to put a caveat that he's in America. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Comfort and I am back with another reality recap, y'all. I am into a new show. It is called Young, Famous, and African. It's on Netflix. Make sure you tune in. It's basically a reality show with African celebrities from all over the continent, from Tanzania, Nigeria, whoop whoop, South Africa, Zimbabwe. It is very, very interesting, exciting. It was giving opulence. It's giving drama. I like the show because most of the people on the show are actually very famous, very, very relevant today. And you know, sometimes on reality shows in America, it's usually like a way for someone to revive their career. On this show, these people's careers are happening and they're basically using this, I'm guessing, as a platform to, you know, be introduced to more of the world. But they're very, very well-to-do, successful, current, all of that, right? So guys, so today's episode, I am going to be recapping you episode 1 today. We're going to get into basically the introductions. They have a ball where everybody kind of meets each other, a little bit of drama, a little bit of background, right? Now, I know some people have seen it. It's on Netflix, so I think all the episodes are available already. I am going to be doing a recap episode by episode. Y'all, we got to take this, you know, skin this episode by episode, you know? Please do tap in with me. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe if you do like reality recaps. We are now on Young, Famous, and African, and y'all, it's giving what it needs to give, okay? So first, you guys, we are introduced to what I think may be the person that kind of set the whole show up. Think like in Married to Medicine, like the Mariah of the group. Think in Real Housewives of Atlanta, the Nene, right? She's kind of the one that, you know, orchestrated and put everybody together, right? Her name is Kanye Mbao. All African names. We like meaning. We like spice, you know? She is basically a South African socialite. Think like Paris Hilton. I don't know if she came from money though. They didn't say if she came from money. Basketball wife-ish. And basically, I think she's known for being a gold digger in her country because her baby daddy, father of her child, man she was previously with, was 31 years older than her. And people assume that it couldn't be because of love. Obviously, she's a gold digger, right? And right now she's dating another millionaire whose name is Kudzu, right? And he's from Zimbabwe, right? He's also very wealthy. She's very much into like money, the finer things in life. She said the men that she dates need to protect and serve. They need to protect her from spending money at the store. And they need to serve her with some type of currency, basically. It all came down to money for her. He's actually 28. So she said she used to be a sugar baby and now she's a cougar because she's dating somebody who's 28. And I think she says she's in her 30s, right? Another interesting thing about her is that she seems to attract suspected white-collar criminals, right? So apparently, allegedly, her ex was accused of having some type of illegal business dealings of some sort, and her current man has also been accused of the same thing. So she's like, I don't know why I attract these type of guys. Maybe I'm just a gangster girl, but that she doesn't really care if the money that he makes is illegal, that she doesn't care about that. So, I mean, my opinion on Kanye is, I don't want to make a judgment, right? But I could see how, based on the way that she speaks about money and about not caring where the money came from, I could see how people would think she's a little bit of a gold digger. Because at that point, you don't even care about character. You don't care if he's a criminal. What if you end up in jail with him? I don't think she's like a ride or die. If the money goes, she doesn't seem like the type that will still be right there if the money's gone. I don't know. I could be wrong. But just based on what she said, she seems like a heavy part of the relationship for her is the financial provision of the man, right? So that's Kanye Mbao. The next person that we meet is called Swanky, right? Swanky is a Nigerian stylist, is also kind of the connection between everybody because he knows a few other people in South Africa. I think he frequents South Africa for styling and for fashion and for events and all of that. And he is the personal stylist to very well-known wife of legendary African singer Two-Face Idibia, Tsubaba Idibia. People know him from his former group Plantation Boys, but I think majority of people know him from his own solo career. Think African Queen, think Fire and Desire. First of all, can we just say African Queen is not even my favorite Too Faced song. It's great. It's amazing. You know, African Queen, the whole thing. You know, you like my attire, guys? I wanted to give like some attire because of, you know, yeah. The, you know, the vibe of everything young, famous, and African. Hi. I'm not famous yet, but you know, young and African, that's okay. 2 out of 3. My favorite, Too Faced is still very, very current. Generally all around Too Faced is great, right? So he's very, 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 very relevant. Annie Dibia is actually current. She's not somebody still trying to revive her career. She's also an actress in her own right. She's Aquaibon, you know, by the way, Aqua Cross, you know, hey girl, hey. She is mostly known for his wife, and she's basically introduced, right? So she says her and Swanky are really close friends. He's been her stylist for years. So they're in a car and they're on their way to like the hotel. She arrived in South Africa. So basically she talks about how much she loves him and that he's a wonderful man and that he's her first love. She met him when she was 16 years old. She met him before, you know, if you know about the mothers of his children, she was the first one. Okay, Annie was there first. We'll get into that. We'll get into that. So, you know, she loves him. He's a wonderful person, but because his career is so legendary and he's so big, she has to do 10 times what she's already doing to even be noticed, right? Like people don't even know she's an actress. I didn't know until a couple years ago that she was really an actress. Shout out to Lagos Fake Life, Lagos Real Fake Life, whatever, on Netflix. Really funny. She's in it. It's hilarious. Like I watched it 3 times. It's great. She's in that. So she says she's been in over 200 movies. She's been in over 16 series. So she's not, she said, and people call me just Too Faced's wife. She said, my name is Annie Macaulay and you're gonna know me. And she said when she walks into a room, people stop and stare, which, I mean, understandable. She's beautiful. Hello. And they usually want to know who I am if they don't already know. And more times than not, they already know. You better let the girls know. Talk your talk, Annie. I like Annie Shaw. I like her. Actually, I like her. You know, we're going to get into some of the other difficulties that, you know, she may have. But, yeah, I like her. You know, shout out to Nigeria. I think her and Swanky are the only Nigerians on the show. That's great, right? So they're on their way to their hotel room and they kind of discuss. She's in South Africa to make herself more known, like people to understand her as an individual woman and not just Too Faced's wife with all the scandal and the drama and all of that, that she's more than that. She's her own artist, right? And I respect it. So Kanye is trying to throw a ball. Remember, Kanye is the one who is the first one we were introduced to, who kind of orchestrated the show, it seems like, right? So she's trying to throw a ball to introduce everyone because I think she's kind of the connect to everybody. I think she knows Swanky. She knows a lot of the other artists, a lot of the other people that are going to be on the show. So she wants to throw a ball so that everyone can meet and, you know, they can develop relationships and network moving forward, basically, right? So y'all, she's trying to throw this ball. She's in this huge mansion, it looks like. I don't know if it's a hotel or a mansion. It looked like a mansion. And she's kind of nervous because she's known for having like throwing very extravagant, glamorous events. And so she wants to make sure everything goes according to plan. And then we're introduced to her friend Nadia Nakai. So Nadia is a rapper Nadia is actually from Zimbabwe, but she was born and raised in South Africa, right? So Nadia comes in and she's basically, you know, she shows up in her car outside and she has like hype energy and it's like, you know, twerking like I guess she just got a new car. And so she comes up to Kanye and her and Kanye kind of start talking. So Nadia is like, she understands that, you know, the place is big and it has opulence, but she says it also is very colonizer. You know, South Africa's experienced racism, kind of like America, apartheid. So she's like, this is giving very much colonizer. This is giving very much apartheid, girl. Like, what's going on? And I can't lie, it was a little colonizer-y. Like, you know, it was a little like old looking. I'm not a fan of like dark red carpets and like brown. I don't know. It just doesn't really work. I like light, you know, airy, more of like a smooth decor, grays, silvers, golds, you know, creams and like touches of gold, touches of silver, you know, flowers and maybe a little color here, color there. That's more my, you know, Steve. So I get what Nadia was saying. So then they start talking about pictures that Nadia's been posting with an American rapper named Vic Mensa. Fun fact, y'all. Did y'all know, those that know Vic Mensa, I didn't know he was Ghanaian. So apparently he's from Ghana. But you know, he was raised in America like me. He saw her and he slid into her DMs. Kanye was like, she saw pictures of them on the beach, but she hadn't said anything official, any official statement. Are they together? She said, yes, girl, he's such a great guy. You know, he's very forward. He's very direct as far as, I want you, I'm interested, you know, which, you know, my husband is the same way, so I appreciate that in a man who's very clear that he wants you, right? So she's like, yes, we're together. Okay, so then Kanye, because she wasn't sure, invited Diamond Platnumz. Now, if you don't know who Diamond Platnumz is, girl, just bless yourself. Just go on YouTube, just search his music. He's great, so talented. Love Diamond Platnumz, right? So he's a Tanzanian artist, right? He's a musician, singer, dancer. He's worked with every African artist. He's worked with Omarion on a song. He worked with Rick Ross on a song. His latest song that I love, I don't know if it's, he probably has a bunch of songs. He's like the king in Tanzania, right? But that I heard was, the last one that I saw him on was Fally Ipupa, was with Fally Ipupa and Flavor, which was Berna. I love him. He's great. So yes, very, very well known, very relevant, very current, again, artist, right? So Kanye is like, she invited Diamond because Diamond is interested in Nadia and she thought that would be a good match. But now Nadia is saying that she got a boyfriend. So Nadia is like, so I'm supposed to go there and do it. She's like, just go there just for a meeting, you know, you're not, you know, it's not a dating, not a romantic thing, just to meet. And Nadia's like, okay, girl, okay, whatever. Then we are introduced to Diamond. Kanye, she picks him up from the airport in a nice sports car. I think it's a Ferrari, I want to say. I think so, it's red. He's like, you know, he likes Kanye because she does everything top class, high class, everything is great, right? And that he loves South Africa. He goes there all the time. It's like a second home to him, right? They kind of give a rundown of Diamond and his personal dealings. His ex, he was with for 4 years and he cheated on her, and apparently it's very public, and he has 3 children with her. He's single at the moment, right? Single, you know, single, artist single. I don't know, who knows? There may be some girl, one in one corner that's thinking that she's dating him. Ma'am, he said he's single, right? He told us he's single. So hopefully he's like single, right? And so basically he said that he's excited to go to this ball because he wants to meet Nadia. So then we pan to Annie and Swanky. They finally got to the house she's staying in, or the hotel, or whatever she's staying in. So Swanky's friends with Nadia, right? Swanky was trying to do an introduction between Nadia and Annie. So Annie was like, oh, let me see, you know, let me, you know, learn, you know, what her background is, like what she does, whatever. Y'all, Swanky takes Annie's phone to help find Nadia because she's like, oh, let me help you spell it correctly, whatever, right? Swanky comes and sees that Annie has been Googling her husband to face. And Annie says she wants to just make sure what he's doing, that I have to keep up with him and see what he's up to. Girl, like, and she's so embarrassed. She's like, oh my God, I don't know why he didn't use his phone. Why would he use my phone? She said, no, I'm not stalking him. I'm just trying to, you know, protect my property. Just make so, you know, my family, my whatever, right? Girl, you got to Google your husband. Why don't you just ask him? You know why she can't just ask him? Because I don't think she trusts what he says. Like, you don't know where he's at? Like, why are you Googling him? Find that God. They could edit it. And they had to add that inside the clip. Annie, sis, my sis, stop giving yourself hypertension. Like, anyway, we're gonna get to that. I'm sure we're gonna get to that, right? Trust me. So basically they laugh about that, whatever. Okay, so then Annie mentions that she has 2 daughters, and, you know, Swanky asks, are they okay? She said, yeah, they're okay, you know, missing me. You know, she looks kind of sad when she mentions it. So then she steps outside to talk to her younger daughter, and her younger daughter has had 6 surgeries on her leg because she has a condition that she said is called blunts. I've only seen it with people who've had polio, but they kind of, I don't know if the leg is shorter or if there's like a deformity or something that happens with one of their legs where it causes them to kind of walk with a limp. So she's had 6 surgeries in order to try to correct that and assist her in being able to, you know, walk upright normally and all of that. So she said that she's doing great, that she's a very bold child, and she is very observant, like she's very smart, right? So she asked her mom on the phone, she said, Mommy, are you happy? You know, it's really sweet actually. Like, she's like, Mommy, are you happy? I just want to make sure you're happy and not pretending to be happy. Like, she said, no, I'm happy, baby. I'm happy, you know? Annie says that she wants to make sure she does a better job of not showing if she's sad or if she misses them, because she doesn't want the burden to be on her children or on her daughter to be asking her, wondering if she's happy. It should be the other way around, which, you know, I agree. It was really, really sweet for her, for her daughter to even ask that question, or to be smart enough to know that your mom mommy pretends to be happy sometimes. Like, children are very smart. Okay, so then we're introduced to another South African artist. He's a DJ. They call him Naked DJ. I guess he's a well-known DJ over there. Real name is Quentin. He has one son, and his girlfriend's name is Kaylee. So Kaylee's in the pool, right? She says she's a fitness enthusiast, and she's also a semi-professional soccer player. This is like a really funny scene, actually. So they're so she comes out of the pool, they're joking, whatever. And so she comes out of the pool, she sits on a bench that he's sitting on also, right? And she says she's cold. And I mean, naturally, if you tell your man you're cold, he's supposed to be like, oh, okay, baby, like, oh. So he's just sitting there like, and she's like, can you like hold me or wrap me, put a blanket on me or something? She's like, oh my God, you're so unromantic. Like, she said he's so not romantic. He's so awkward. Even when he's trying to hug her, his hand is like this. He kisses her like he just, poor baby, he's so awkward. She's like, he's just so awkward and not romantic. Oh my God. So that's like a really funny interaction that they have. And she's 28 and he is 40 years old. So she said that this is the first time she's dated a man of that age, that she's happy. It is a bit of a difference for her, right? All right, so then we move back to Swanky and Annie. So Annie and Swanky set up a meeting, like a lunch between Annie and Nadia to be introduced to each other, right? So Nadia comes and she meets Annie and she has great energy. And Annie also said previously that she was kind of, some of the South African women that she had met gave her kind of like negative energy. So she was a little bit, trepidatious about that, right? But, she meets Nadia and she says she has good energy, she has good vibes and she likes it, right? So then Nadia is like, she knows Annie's husband, she knows Two-Face, that he's a legendary musician, but she doesn't know about like anything else, any of his scandals or anything, right? So she's like, I'm really interested to know. She has a little shady comment and says that her mom probably knows Two-Face. I mean, he's older. Like, I think does my mom? No, he's not that old. Like, he's like, people who are like 40 plus generation know him from like the beginning of his career. I don't think Two-Face is even 50 yet, so he ain't that old child. So basically she's saying that she can tell that Swanky is who he is. Like, it is, what you see is what you get. But with Annie, it's not really what you see is what you get. Like, there's more underneath that she has more layers to her and that she's interested to find out more about her, right? So then we're introduced to a newscaster named Andile. I'm just gonna call him Andile. So Andile comes to Quentin or Naked DJ's house with his girlfriend Kaylee to kind of talk with both of them and all that. And Kaylee kind of makes a little joke that, Andile is sitting in a single chair because he's single and that they're sitting in a love nest because they're in a relationship. And Andile is like, oh, unfortunately, yes, that's my current situation and all of that, right? Very well spoken, seems like a cool, calm guy, right? And so Andile is likes to be behind the scenes. He likes to shine the light on other people and help them, their star rise, basically, right? He doesn't necessarily need to be in front of the camera. So I take it that he's kind of like a behind the scenes guy. So Quentin and Kaylee, these people are confused on what their relationship focus is, like their relationship vision, basically, right? A relationship, if it's gonna go, I'm not really sure if I want to get married or if I want to have a child until I meet the right person. And then Quentin starts saying, he's confusion. And Andile is like, he's known Quentin for many years and he's never seen a romantic bone in his body. So he's like, this is gonna be a very interesting relationship, right? So then we pan to Quentin and Kaylee in like the bedroom. So they're talking about the ball and what they're gonna wear and all of that. And Kaylee's like, I don't know what I'm gonna wear. Quentin's like, you knew about this, you're supposed to have something to wear. And he's like, when is the last time you got to dress up like this? And she's like, oh, the shade, what do you mean? And he's like, I want to come home to like a sexy hot woman. I see sexy hot women in the club when I'm DJing and with fishnets and the whole thing. And when I come home, I see Lionel Messi. The shade of it all, honey. And she was like, what? She said, I'm giving him different people. Some days it's Manchester. Some days is whoever the other people are called, child. I don't watch soccer like that. You know them people. So basically they have like a little cute moment with that, right? So now we are at the night of the ball, honey. So people are arriving. It's giving luxury. It's giving opulence. It's giving exclusive. They're coming in their cars. Kanye's arrived. Diamond arrives. Andile arrives. Annie and Swanky arrive, Quentin and Kaylee arrive, Nadia arrives. You know, everyone is making their arrivals, right? So everyone's coming in. Swanky is like, it's nice, but it just wasn't, I thought I wanted more. He's like, you know, I like drama, I like more opulence. And you know, Annie was like, they called her the bling queen. She was like, I don't know what's not expect. I expect maybe because they call her bling queen, right? So she said because they call her bling queen, that she thought it was gonna be more jewels or diamonds or a sparkle or twinkle or something. It was no twinkle, y'all. It was literally like, it was very basic. It was very basic. And I already, like, the color scheme of the place naturally was just, is not my favorite. I really don't like that combination. Everyone goes in and they sit down, right? So they're all at like a round table. So Kanye, she introduces everybody to each other. Hi, right? You know, and Dile makes a joke that he's Ethiopian. He tells Annie that he's Ethiopian, but Nadia's like, that's, no, don't lie to my friend. You know, kiki, ha, whatever, right? So cute introductions all around. And then Kanye makes a speech saying basically that this is a night for all of the successful Africans who are doing well and who are living very opulent, nice lives to flex on the world and let them know that it's not just a third world country, that they have a lot to offer, that they have a lot of luxury, that they have a lot of success and a lot of talent. And this is a great opportunity to network. She even calls out Diamond arriving in a private jet, right? So Annie is not really comfortable with this kind of talk. Annie does not like to lead with money, right? So she's very uncomfortable. Like, let's just get to the food. Let's move on. Like, I'm uncomfortable with that kind of talk, right? I don't like that. She thinks like basically it's tacky. And I think they just are different types of women, right? I believe Kanye, based on what she said, she is very, very, very money focused, right? Very money driven when it comes to the men that she is with, to the people that she is around. I don't think they mentioned if she grew up with money, but right. So, but she's very money focused. Annie clearly wasn't money focused when she met Two-Face. She met him before he had anything, really. So I don't think that she's really that kind of girl, even though she's very wealthy. Well, she has money now. She's just not, she doesn't lead with that, right? So she was uncomfortable, whatever. So y'all, they start bringing the food out. Diamond says he's there to meet and greet Nadia. He specifically says, Nadia, oh, you're cute. It's very nice to meet you, Nadia, especially you, Nadia. And Nadia's like, right? Quentin mentions that, oh, he's met Kudzu, Kanye's boyfriend, but what he does, he knows he's a businessman. Exactly what business he's doing, he doesn't know. And he knows he has money, he knows he's a businessman, but he doesn't know what business he does, which kind of lends itself to that whole alleged illegal whatever, right? So then they bring the food out, right? And so Annie makes this mention, which to me was just nonsense, but whatever. So Annie's like, oh, I'm newly vegan, so, you know, I can't really eat meat, but this is like real flesh, like fleshy meat, right? Basically, she's saying the steak is, she prefers a well done steak, and the steak is like probably medium well or medium. So she's like complaining about the steak. She's like, I don't like it. I don't like it. I thought it would be fish, blah, 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 whatever, right? So Nadia's like, stop complaining, that she thinks that Annie has like a shady side to her because the way she's complaining about the food, she just feels like it's kind of rude, right? And to me, it wasn't rude. I'm glad that she said it openly, so instead of eating it or not eating it or acting like it was great and then going behind her and saying it, so at least she knows how she feels. I don't think she was trying to be shady. I think she just didn't necessarily have decorum in that moment. Like, decorum would be like, just don't eat it. You don't have to continue to complain about how bad it is, you know? So then Kanye asks Andile why he's there alone. Like, there's an empty seat next to you. Why are you there by yourself? And Andile's like, well, Nadia's there by herself. Kanye is like, Diamond, why are you single? Why are you not here with somebody? And Diamond said, I haven't been blessed yet, you know? And then Kanye says, Nadia, are you single? Are you single? Why aren't you with somebody? Right? Knowing good and well that girl told you that she got a man and his name is Vic Mensa and he's an American. He raps, hello, but whatever, which, you know, I thought was shady, but that ain't my friend. You know, maybe that's how they run, because, you know, Nadia didn't seem to have a problem with it. So then Nadia says, oh, you know, actually I do. So Diamond asks, so do you have a boyfriend now? And she said, yes, I do have a boyfriend, but he's in America. So y'all, Diamond dropped a gem, okay? And I want to share it with y'all, every woman out there, when you're responding, every man out there, when you're responding, listen to what he says, right? So basically, Diamond says he can tell by the way Nadia answered that he still has a chance with her, that relationship that she has with Vic is 50-50. She's 1 foot in, 1 foot out, because she would have just stopped that I have a boyfriend. But because she had to put a caveat that he's in America to let you know that he's not here though, right? So that basically I can still engage and interact with you. So he was like, oh, he was like, yeah, there's still a chance. I think, okay, so something can happen, right? And I was like, when he said that, I said, well, I've never been in that predicament. Because truly, when you think about it, what's the purpose of saying he's in America? Why does he need to know that? Exactly. So he can know that there's opening available. I don't know if that's why she said it, but that's the energy it gave off. And I agree with him. And you'll see as the episode continues that clearly it was 50-50, right? They start getting into a conversation about like children and, how many kids does everyone have and all of that. So everyone's kind of going around and saying, oh, how many kids do you have? Blah, 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 whatever. So they asked Diamond. Diamond says maybe he has 6 kids. So Annie and everybody's appalled. Everyone's like, what? That's wrong. Annie's like, no, that is wrong. That's totally wrong. It was so wrong for him to say that. And I'm guessing she's thinking he doesn't want to claim 2 of his other children, right? So that's why he's saying maybe. So they're like, just let him explain himself, whatever, right? So then he's like, okay, let me explain. So he explains a woman went to his mother, right? And said that child, it belongs to Diamond, but that she doesn't want to go to him so that he'll claim the child because she's married and she's trying to pass off that child as her husband's, right? Wow. So then he says another one is when he first started out in his career, like maybe 10 years ago, he was wild and he wasn't really, safe. And he slept with a girl. He had a one-night stand with a woman. And that he's, been told that she has a child who's, I'm guessing about 10, who belongs to him, but that she is making it very difficult for him to get in contact, that she's not cooperating. She doesn't want him to get in touch, and that he really wants to get in touch with these children because he doesn't want any of his blood away from him. He doesn't want to lose any of his blood, right? So then everyone was like, oh, okay, that's understandable. That makes sense, right? That's what I thought it was. I figured it was like a paternity thing. He's not sure, right? I didn't think it was that he just has 2 children and he doesn't like the mothers, so he's not claiming them. I didn't think that's what it was. So I kind of assumed it was, I didn't know it was going to be that, dramatic with the lady trying to pass the child off as her husband, right? But I figured it was a paternity thing. So y'all, then Kanye starts talking about her child. And he's like, oh, do you have any children? She's like, yes, I have 1 child, but I don't think she's a child anymore. She's 15 years old. So she says, okay, that she's 15 years old and we let her try anything that she wants, right? We let her live free. So if she wants to try something, anything, we let her try it. And Dile is very perplexed, is very appalled because he has daughters. And so he's like, but she's 15 years old. So what if she says she's curious about sex and she wants to try sex? Like, you're going to allow her to do it? She said, yeah. She said, that, yeah, we just allow her. She's free, whatever, right? He's like, no, that's wrong. Annie has the same reaction, like, that's wrong. Annie has 2 daughters also. And she's just like, no, that's wrong, right? Like, she's still a child. Kanye says that there's 2 ways that virginity can go. You can either lose your virginity or it can be taken from you, right? Against your will. She says when you lose it, it's because you meet someone, you think you're in love and you're going to be with them forever and you choose to have sex with that person, right? And that she's had that conversation and she's told her daughter, it can happen anytime. Maybe you can lose your virginity tomorrow, that it can happen anytime. So y'all, I am bewildered. Annie's perplexed. And Dile is perplexed. And so Annie's kind of trying to explain to Kanye why it could really cause a problem, because although you have talks with her, she's still 15 years old. She's still not mature enough. And she lives on her own, that she lives in the apartment next to them, like next door. And she's like, but does she dress her age? Does she dress like a 15-year-old? She said, yeah, she dresses like a kid. She said, so if she dresses like a kid, why does she need to live alone? For what reason? Like, it's too grown, basically, right? Like, you need to still keep a watchful eye on her. Like, she's still a kid. She's 15. And I think it's because, Annie can probably relate because she fell in love as a teenager, right? And clearly, So then Nadia is like, see, that's why I said Annie's shady, because why are you offending the host of an event? And I really don't think Annie was trying to offend her. I really felt like she was talking like mother to mother of daughters. I don't think this is a good idea. Or from even her own personal experience when she was young. I really don't think she was trying to be shady. Like, I just don't see Annie as like a shady person. She seems just very honest. I mean, I guess that could be deemed rude to some people, but she didn't seem like it was coming from like a negative, rude, bitchy place. It seemed like it was like a genuine concern, So, and Dile is like, he can tell that him and Annie kind of stopped talking, and Dile was like, no, I need your input, because Andile was giving his input too, that he was just not, I don't know why Nadia didn't think Andile was offensive, but whatever, maybe because he's South African. I don't know. Adele was like, I could tell that me and Annie, you know, kind of relate on a lot of things, so that, you know, he stepped out. So we stepped out to, you know, have a conversation. Adele's kind of talking about Two-Face, that I met your husband, you know, a few years ago when all the African Queen stuff finally came to South Africa. And she was like, yeah, that it was like a huge time, that it was overnight and it was like huge, right? And she said he's really a wonderful person, like he's such an amazing person, right? So then Kanye, which I mean, she was right, it's her party. She said, it's my party, I can interject anywhere I feel, right? I mean, I guess that's how it works. I mean, I don't know. So she went and she sat in between them. She was like, what are you guys talking about, right? They said, yeah, Adele was like, we're just talking about her, you know, with things that happened in her relationship. And Annie was saying that, yeah, you know, that it's not easy, everything that they've been through in their relationship. She was saying in the confessional that it's not easy to wake up to the man that you love impregnating other women, right? Now, for people who don't know, Annie has 2 children for Two-Face. Two-Face has 3 or 4 other children, and 3 of them are with one woman named Pero, and 1 is with another woman whose name I can't recall. And these are not like while they were on a break. These children, these women were impregnated while they were together, while they were engaged, when they got married. Like, so very hurtful, horrible, betrayal, devastating stuff to anybody. It was really, really hurtful and painful to wake up to that, and that her first child is his 5th child, and she knew him and met him before everybody. So she's like, so you understand what that means, that it's very, very hurtful. Like, she even was crying in the confessional. So she's in a lot of pain, and clearly they have serious trust issues. I don't know if anybody saw earlier this year that there was a lot of drama with, you know, Two-Face having one of his baby mamas come to his parents' house, and they slept under the same roof, and she wasn't fully aware, and one of his family members helped, and it was just a lot of drama, you know, in the media with same Annie and Two-Face. So yeah, so understandably she has trust issues, which is why she's Googling his whereabouts. They were talking about that, y'all, but this I thought was just so bitchy, conniving. Like, I didn't like it at all. Like, I just thought, what was the purpose of that? I guess because Kanye was offended by the way Annie was advising her when it came to her daughter. And Annie also, you know, made mention that Two-Face, of course, is her first love, her first kiss, her first everything. She met him when she was 16 years old, right? So you understand that attachment, like with your first everything. She doesn't know anything else but him. So Kanye gonna say, oh, you know, I understand why she's so closed off now, because she's going through all of this. She has trust issues, right? And she says that she's opening up so much to me and I'm a stranger. And, you know, you shouldn't have done that, girl, because now I have everything that I need and I got you, right? Who says that after somebody opens up to you? Like, you were that offended by what she was saying. All she was saying was that you do not need to set your 15-year-old daughter up to be wayward. Like, that's basically the advice she was giving you. If you didn't want that advice, okay, fine, but she didn't say nothing disrespectful. She wasn't conniving. She didn't talk behind your back. She didn't go and tell anybody you're a bad mother. She didn't call you a bad mother. Like, why would you, I don't know. Or is it the steak because she didn't like the steak? I just don't even understand why you would say that. Even if you felt like that, why would you say that? Anyway, we'll see how it plays out in the show, y'all. So after they have that conversation, they end the episode off with Diamond performing his song that he has with Omarion, actually, called African Beauty. You know, he's performing the song, right? You know, Kanye does his introduction. And so while he's performing, he says that this song is dedicated to Nadia because she told me tonight, because I'm single, and she told me that she's single. Nadia said, you know, damn well I didn't tell you that I was single. Girl, but you said your man is in America, but you gave him that 50-50, right? So anyway, he brought her on stage. He's singing to her, romancing her, whatever, right? She's like shy but flattered. So then after they start talking, and she's like, oh my God, you made me so shy when you brought me on stage, because the first words in the song are, I'm in love with you, I'm in love with you, nothing I wouldn't do. It's a great song. I love that song. So he's like, yeah, you know, she's like, you know, you're a lot more chill and cool than I thought you'd be. You're very laid back. He's like, yeah, I'm a very, very cool person, right? And she said, yeah, you're very cool. You're very chill. I like that, right? So, so they're kind of talking, and so in the confessional, Diamond says that, you know, with these slay queens or these beautiful women, if they don't want you, they tell you very directly. Like, they're very clear. It's shut down. There's no room, right? The fact that she's still engaging with me, even though she says she has has a boyfriend that lets him know that she's interested, and he's good with that. Like, he's happy with that. He wants to pursue that, right? And Nadia even says, you know, yes, I know I have a boyfriend, and even though I'm committed to that relationship, you're not. Because ain't no but if you committed. But she says she wants to see what the vibes are. You're not committed. You should just be letting Vic Mensa, let him just be going. Let him be going and enjoying his life with women that will appreciate him. I don't know why some women do this crap, or men do this stuff. Like, if you're in a relation, and they be on TV inside of stew doing nonsense. Like, why would you go on TV talking about you in a committed relationship, but you want to see what the vibes are, but he's in America? All of those little signals to let him know that you, so then just be single. Like, or I think people just be setting themselves up for a shower lifestyle, but that's not my business. I'm not here to judge. You know, let me know what you guys think about Nadia and Diamond. Let me know what you think about the whole interaction with Kanye and Annie. What do you think of the show, the people that they put together, the vibe, the energy? Like, y'all, and also check out the trailer below. It is, y'all, it looks very, very interesting. So I'm definitely going to be bringing you guys this recap every week. Maybe twice a week, right? Let's see how quickly I can get it out. So you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your comments on everything. Let me know your thoughts. If you have any other shows you want me to recap. For Young, Famous, and African, that is it for this first episode. Make sure you hit the post notification bell so you'll be notified when I post the recap for episode 2. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I'm in love with you. Y'all, these sleeves. I love these sleeves.